And yet, if you talk to any political commentators or statisticians, they tell us that Rishi's not doing anywhere near as well now as he should be. He's only got 101 votes, last night. That's nowhere near as much in the lead as other previous winners of these races have been. Why is his star apparently waning?
No, and I think you make a fair point there. The difference between this and other races is there are loads of Conservative MPs in the first round. I think there are 8 or 9. That's not the case when you looked at leadership races a few years ago, mainly because there are so many more Conservative MPs thanks to the election victory we had in 2019. And I want to see as many Conservative MPs after the next election, if not more. And that's why I'm backing Rishi, because I genuinely think constituencies like mine, they want somebody who's going to be realistic, sensible, deal with those inflationary pressures, really harming families at the moment, particularly places like mine where a car is an absolute necessity. It's not some form of inner London place where there are other options. You know, a car's an absolute necessity. We've got to get those prices down to enable people to have more cash in their pocket, but only if we do that can we then do the tax cuts, because there's no point in trying to cut taxes first if they're going to be all of those gains are going to be eaten by inflation. I think he's got a sensible, proper plan for the future, and that's why I'm backing him. He's got a record of delivery, helping working people when the times have been tough over the last couple of years, and I think that's exactly what I want to see going forwards. He did a great visit to my constituency, to AA Flags, just a few weeks ago, just before the Platinum Jubilee. I've seen him interact with those seamstresses, small business owners. He was talking away to... Sorry, guys.
No, forgive me for jumping in. He certainly is a man who likes to plan. He had his Ready for Rishi website registered, up and running since the end of last year, so we understand. Now that is going down very badly with Conservative Party members who are ultimately going to get the say on this.
Look, Rishi Sunak, I was on Boris's leadership campaign, unlike a lot of people, from day one when he was running. Rishi Sunak was one of the main MPs to come over, bringing some of those junior ministers over at the time. I was in leadership debate prep and things like that with Rishi and Boris. Rishi has been there all the way through supporting the Prime Minister until he felt he genuinely no longer could. The Prime Minister himself has, and I backed Boris right until the end. You know, the Prime Minister himself has now acknowledged that the Parliamentary Party has decided that they don't want him to lead them anymore. And that's the situation we're in. So we've got to look to the future. And I genuinely think that Rishi is the man for the job, because I do not want to see Labour and the Lib Dems propped up by the SNP, breaking our country apart, delivering higher taxes and crippling the communities like mine who they ignored for decades.